Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
The Raiders take over.
There we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. Blue 80. 5 down.
Hey, tight.
Check. Lucky.
Carr now on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Raider first down.
Right down. Blue 80.
48-yard line.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
Watch safety creep. That's right. Safety's creeping.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Joey Bosa in on the stop. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. Right, Chief. Check.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Good work, D. That's how we ball, fellas.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen. 734. 57's the mic. Watch 57. That's it.
Here's Carr to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Down. You're wide 80.
57's the mic.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
OP. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 37. Check 37.
Carr now to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29.
Sack City.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, and on the tackle there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I got one. Red. 56, the mic, boy. Smoke. Check 56.
On 2nd and 9. Rivers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Raiders' 42-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
All right, D, let's turn. All right, D.
Rivers to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vontez perfect. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
Rivers now from the 50.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
First down, Chargers.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ricky.
Now Gordon on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
12.
56 to Mike. 56.
Hey, Haywood.
On second down and 4. Rivers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Third down here.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Maybe the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Pass. 36. Slam.
To throw, it's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
They
come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage, too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 17, Rivers looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Well, going over some notes in the pregame and looking at Phillip Rivers' record against Oakland, 18-8 all-time against them. And those 18 wins, more than he's had against any other team. And unless these two squads, unlikely, but unless they would meet up in the playoffs, this is the last time that Phillip Rivers will face the Oakland Raiders. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Play to win.
A very solid gain of 27. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Alpha!
Here's Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Chargers 16, Raiders 3. Mike Badgley set to kick.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You better be afraid of me.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
57's the mic.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr completes it.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Chargers 16, Raiders 10.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we
You're
go,
under a
D, get
minute
off
to
the
go
field.
here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what
I'm
if.
here all day. I'm here all day.
Back, back, back. Check, check.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Third down.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, 79! 79!
56.
From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's Carr. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's now third and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. But what's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 3rd down gain of 19.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Watch that in, tight end's right.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check safety, check
Now
safety.
Carr over the middle here to Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side.
185.
Pick the edge.
Later 8.
Watch the edge.
Monday down.
Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Slam.
You're mine.
Check 26. Check 26.
We do it.
Carr. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no
Antonio
problem for me.
Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over.
Let's go,
first
boys.
and
Bring
10
it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
So white
The
90.
offense back
390.
out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the
First
pass.
half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Hey, Delta.
Play 56.
Bravo.
56.
I got him.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Plus the right.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Go.
Rabbit. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Push him back.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go.
He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well.
Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
Green
he
80.
ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
17,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Here we go.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got him. Hey, go orange.
50.
Orange.
Hey, wahoo! 56. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you
Now
gonna get
Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Raiders take over.
Go, let's go!
At their own 30-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. On first down, Carr. Man open left side is Brown. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On first down, it's Jacobs, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
57 to Mike.
We own them. We own them.
from midfield. Here's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. The 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play.
From the 29, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Watch the slant. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Stay with you.
Heavy. 52.
Now Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go again. 31's the mic. Bring it.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Joey Bosa gets his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon, 92 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs now. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So he might as well have not even had the penalty.
Tighten up.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 24-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Record.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And down he'll go at the 25.
That's it, baby.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they are barely